everybody. Welcome to episode 7 of the Everything About Everything Sports Podcast.
You guys talking about sticks and balls.
Do we have a lot to talk about today?
A little bit.
You have a new guest who hasn't been here that you should introduce.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Adam. I know sports.
They don't know. they don't know.
Very soft-spoken. You lovely.
I gotta be a little bit louder.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, okay.
You want to start off with hockey, or what do we want to start off with today?
We can start off with hockey. The Red Wings season came to an end.
Some of the most exciting 5 minutes of hockey I've watched, though.
Honestly,
the last couple.
Dude,
those 30 seconds were insane.
Yeah. We were in your basement, and then you said, "Oh yeah."
I was like, I've seen this happen before.
Yeah,
I've seen this happen before, and they went in.
Yeah, what happened?
The last second goal, the 7 seconds
Really?
left. Yeah.
Okay, they needed to win that.
So that's the thing. So
So their last shot to get into the playoffs.
you got to start the story though from game
was.
2 or the second to last game.
Hold on. So, hold on. So, yesterday there was a game that was between the Canadiens and the Red Wings, and there was a game between the Capitals and the Flyers.
Okay.
The Capitals held the wild card spot
All right.
at that time. We needed to win against the Montreal Canadiens in regulation or force overtime and win, get the 2 points in order to be in the playoff spot.
All right.
And for the Capitals to lose.
Okay.
So the Flyers would win. We would want the Flyers to win so that they would think they would get into a playoff spot, but we would also want to win so that would give us the playoff spot.
Yeah.
So it would effectively, they would want to win thinking that they are getting in the spot, but then we would also want to win to overtake that spot and overtake the Capitals, who would be bumped down because they lost.
Okay.
And then, so it was tied 1-1 with about 3 minutes left, and John Tortorella, the Flyers head coach, pulls the goaltender, and they score an empty net goal. The Capitals do. Yeah, so they lose in overtime, or they lose in regulation, which gives Capitals 2 points and pushes them into the wild card spot. That solidified their having the wild card spot. So it didn't matter what we did, but that goal at the end of the game, everybody thought that it was still 1-1 and there was a chance for the Flyers to still win, and then we could maybe make it in a playoff spot. So it was insane. Mm-hmm. So going from regulation into overtime, it was like the most hectic, nail-biting adrenaline rush that I've had as a Red Wings fan in a long time.
We were super excited, and then I couldn't stay to watch overtime. I was driving home, and then I hear my phone blowing up because of our group chat, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta call these guys. Mm-hmm. So I called Jonathan. I'm like, so what does this mean? He's like, we're done. I was like, oh, God.
No.
My heart.
What's crazy about it is there was, between the goal that we scored and the goal that the Flyers gave up, there was 30 seconds of real time.
Really?
The actual,
oh, that's tough.
So there was NHL Network had, a feed up.
Yeah.
And you could see the 3 games that were going on. It was, I think, it was a Western Conference game that was going on, I'm pretty sure. And then there was the 2 games that we would,
that we cared about.
Yeah, that we cared about. And then, it showed David Perron scoring and, celebrating, everyone's hands up in the air.
Yeah.
And then at that same time, I'm pretty sure John Tortorella pulled the goalie to win the game. And that's a fair move by him because he wanted to win the game in regulation.
They needed to. It's not he wanted to. They had to.
Well, that's true. Yeah, they needed to.
Yeah.
And he was trying to win the game. And he left the goalie out. People were saying that he was well, why didn't he just put the goalie back in if he gave up the empty net? Well, he didn't know that he was in that spot. He didn't know that the Red Wings had scored.
Yeah.
So he had found out after the Capitals had scored the empty net that they were eliminated. Mm-hmm. So he had no idea.
Yeah.
Also, it was sad to see all the Instagram stuff afterwards of how the Red Wings were just there was no celebration about winning.
Yeah, they really wasn't.
They knew. Somehow they knew. I don't know how they would have known at that point.
Oh, anybody's tripping. The stadium may have announced it.
Yeah, or it was on the overhead or something because you would expect them to be so happy with getting that and be like, oh wow, we really got a shot. and there was just nothing. It was like, all right, time to pack up.
Well, they had to wait on the other team to win, so like.
Well, no, the other team had lost at that point, and then we finished our game.
Yeah.
And they found out that the other team lost when we were
like
doing
during their game. It must have
been
like
win before that, like before the game finished.
It was on the bench. Tortorella said that there was a video guy that told him that the Red Wings had scored in forced overtime. So there was probably someone who was watching the same feed, just like the Flyers guy was in our bench, who was telling us.
Or whatever. We were at Montreal. Yeah. If I was Montreal, I'd send that over the loudspeaker before the overtime, right? Trying to demoralize the Wings, so then Montreal wins, or before the shootout. Or if I'm a fan, I'm chirping over the glass, you know.
Yeah. Saying, I'm sure fans knew too. It's soon, especially around the bench, they're probably chirping.
Yeah. So no, exactly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So are we all still on the same page? We've been saying this for probably close to every podcast so far. Are we still with getting rid of the coach?
No.
Really?
No.
Why not?
He's made a lot of improvements, and I think he at least deserves one more season.
See, so one more season I think would be okay. I think that he would start the next season, and if he isn't in a good spot, maybe by the All-Star break, you get rid of him.
When's the All-Star break?
End of January, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
middle
so
of
halfway.
January.
Not even.
So about
it's like
halfway
a third,
through the season.
halfway, yeah.
So, I mean, getting rid of him now, I honestly wouldn't be against getting rid of him in the offseason. Because
I'm going down on that hill. I'm going to say just get rid of him now.
Why?
Because just everything I've seen from this season, I'm just like, I'm so over it.
He's coached for 2 seasons. He went from, it's literally the same sort of path as Dan Campbell. He went from, we're a bottom 5 team to now we've just barely missed the playoffs. Next season, right? Hopefully improvement, we make the playoff, right? Dan Campbell had the same sort of story arc. Were you going to axe him after year 2?
No, but
why
that's
not?
because I had better
Just
energy with
playoffs.
Dan than I do with this guy. So you could feel it brewing with Dan. This guy,
could feel it brewing with the Wings.
I don't have that same feeling.
Seriously?
So see, we were talking about this. I'm pretty sure I was talking about this at work. With the Lions and the Red Wings, it was kind of an opposite effect. The Lions started off 1-6, and we came back and almost got into a playoff spot. With the Red Wings, it was a free fall.
Yeah, I gotcha. The last 22 games.
And the stuff that Derek Lalonde was saying to the media too, it was just puzzling for fans and probably for the players too. You could see some of the players' reactions, like Larkin and Kane's reaction, just Kane staring at the ground and Larkin just like eyes wide open, death staring. People were asking him these questions.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like there was some kind of like disconnect, and we've talked about that before, like a disconnect between the coach and the players.
I guess disconnect between the coach and the players, but I think Dan Campbell still, when Justin Tucker kicked the world record field goal to, beat the Lions, and again they were like 0-5 at that point, 0-6. He was just like, man, I just don't understand what we're doing wrong, right? He was shell shocked, and it's just like, everybody goes through these phases. I think the last 2 games showed a lot of grit from these guys, from the Wings, Yeah. And it's like, it's there. We just got to work on a few things this offseason, and I think we can get a playoff spot next year.
See, I liked how we played. I liked the effort that we played in with the last few games, but it
did look like playoff hockey.
It did. It did feel like a playoff atmosphere, and it did give that like sort of rush, like from the goals.
Wasn't there like a point where the dude, I forget who it was, he was out there for like 7 minutes straight or something crazy like that.
I think it was Larkin played all of overtime. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure he played the whole 5 minutes overtime or something crazy like that.
Yeah. So
is that not normal?
No.
Usually guys will play. You'll see them play like maybe 3 minutes of overtime. Okay. But there's like usually a break in between.
What's the average like shift for a lineup, or I guess just switching in and out?
Depends on
like
what's going
time on ice at a time.
Yeah,
maybe like 45 seconds to a minute.
Yeah, so 5 minutes is extremely long. This guy was like dying.
Gas. Yeah, a lot of it was probably just like with the Red Wings I'm talking about at the end of the year. I'm pretty sure it was kind of like that. Oh shoot! We got to scramble together here to get pull ourselves together, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was a little bit too little, too late.
It definitely was, yeah.
I just think that maybe maybe a change of scenery, a different voice behind the bench, maybe to get someone going. Maybe the Red Wings heard that too late, and they needed someone who spoke up a little bit earlier and was kind of behind them. Maybe a coach like I don't know what's an example of someone who, like, a team that was in a similar position and they hired a coach who gave them kind of a boost. Bruce Boudreau in the Vancouver Canucks organization.
Okay.
They hired him for a season and he got the team on a big win streak. He was fired, and then the current coach took over. I'm pretty sure last year they missed the playoffs. This year they're one of the best teams in the Western Conference.
Yeah.
So.
Well, wait, hold on. Run me through this again. They hired Bruce.
They hired Bruce Boudreau, fired him in the middle of the season, I'm pretty sure.
Team did bad.
Team did bad for the rest of that year because they traded away guys at the trade deadline. Yeah. And then the next year they came out this year, and they're one of the best teams in the Western Conference.
But Bruce isn't a head coach.
No, it's a different guy. Just like Derek Lalonde. So you get rid of Derek Lalonde, bring in a new guy, and we could be better.
You got to walk me through the story again here. So,
I think he's trying to say
season 1, Vancouver hires Bruce.
Yeah, they had
go on
Bruce
a massive win streak.
They were doing really good at the end. There was like Bruce, there it is chance is what they were chanting for Bruce Boudreau.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and then they fired him. They got rid of him.
Why? Just because?
Just because. I honestly can't remember. I just know that he's not the coach
good enough.
Yeah, and then they hired.
Somebody
I'm pretty sure it's Rick Tocchet now. I'm pretty sure. They hired him.
Made a lot of changes at the trade deadline.
And they're one of the best teams in the Western Conference now.
No. You said then they did bad.
And then because they were selling at the trade deadline, and they had that team.
So later on,
who was not very good that season in general.
Yeah.
And then they came back this year, though.
Yeah.
That I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And now they're one of the best teams in the Western Conference.
How does that compare to our situation?
Because we just missed the playoffs and we're looking to get rid of our head coach. So if we fire him and we get a new guy in, then we could be better next year.
They kept their same head coach, though, you said.
No, but I'm literally saying that they fired him, Mike. They fired Bruce Boudreau.
Yeah, they fired him when they were doing good.
Yeah, but no. Okay,
and
so we were
doing
good. We were in a playoff position this year. And you're saying that that we should have kept him this year.
I still think we should fire him.
So, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. So we fire Derek Lalonde.
Yeah.
Just like they fired Bruce Boudreau.
Why? But
bring
he was
in
doing
somebody
good when
else.
they fired Bruce.
Because there's evidence that's happened so many times in NHL history. There's so many other times that's happened.
And then they did bad after they fired him.
So would you think the line?
They did bad because they were doing bad in that season in general, not because they were doing bad because they fired him. Yeah. They just went on a win streak that year because they had a head coach, but then they said, "Oh, this isn't working in the long run," because they had that win, and then they started to lose after that. So they fired him, and now they came back and they're good, just like we did. That's what I'm trying to say.
We didn't do that.
We're better than the previous years, aren't we?
Yes.
We almost made the playoffs.
Right.
That's our outcome.
We just slipped and fell out of a playoff spot. So now we like.
Because what the Red Wings won
get rid of
more games.
Yeah, I'm saying so. We
get
can
rid
fire
of
him and we can get someone who's better.
We get somebody who's better.
Yes.
Also, they
and
lost.
within 2 years we would make the
talent and
playoffs.
team is here. You want to fire the coach because it's on him.
Not just because it's not all on him. We also need better players in the system. We need better players on the team. We need to do better in this offseason. But he is one of the pieces that I think it needs to change.
The head coaches are a big piece. I don't know.
Do you think Patrick Kane is coming back, though?
I hope.
So he said that he wants to focus on term, location. Like he just needs to be in the right situation.
So when he says term, what does he mean? He wants a
longer deal. He wants like 3 to 5 years instead of what we gave him was like a one.
Yeah.
I think it was a 1 year deal.
Yeah.
So didn't we not pay him that much either?
$2.5 million. I'm pretty sure 2.7.
Did he get injured though?
He was injured when we got him.
Yeah, that's probably why.
He had hip resurfacing.
Yeah, but didn't he get injured again this year too? A little bit?
No, he was out for a little bit. It was like inflamed for like a couple weeks.
Okay.
So they might be a little scared to give him a longer contract.
I don't think they would be scared, but I don't think they would give him a 5-year. If he's looking for like the
he said he wants to play until he's 40 years old.
And how old is he? 36?
They may give
like
him
35 or 36.
So that would be basically the tail end
too.
of his career. He would want to spend with a team. Do you think the Red Wings would do that?
I don't think Steve Yzerman would do that, no. Because I think Steve Yzerman would sign him to maybe another 1 or 2 year deal. He said, listen, like to sign, and especially at the kind of money that he wants, he's going to command more money because he got 2.7 off the bat now. So because he did pretty good and he showed that he can still bring it after the surgery, he is probably going to make maybe around 3+ now.
Yeah.
Is that a big contract? What's
For
like the
a
biggest
player of
contract
his age.
in the NHL?
Connor McDavid, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I think. Or maybe Austin Matthews now.
wow.
Is Patrick Kane considered like ancient for like a NHL player?
No,
because I know it's like if you're 36, you're like ancient for football.
I'm pretty sure Mark
Same for
Giordano was
baseball as
41.
well.
Okay.
I think.
How
Mark
old was
Giordano
Chara?
41.
Sandeo Chara when he retired? I thought he was in his
Chara was-
40s. He was 41 or something.
I think he might have been 41 or 42. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Okay.
I know Joe Thornton was.
He was old,
Joe
too.
Thornton was pretty old. Patrick Marleau was old.
What's his name still playing? Well, he's not playing in the NHL, but he's Pittsburgh Penguins guy.
Jaromir Jagr.
Jeremy Jagr.
Yeah.
He's over in Sweden right now, tearing it up.
How old is he?
Czechia.
Czech?
Yeah.
Okay, he's over in Czech.
How old is he?
50 something.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
He's
Yeah.
tearing it up.
He
though.
Playing
won-
professional over there?
So he won he won the 90 and 91 Stanley Cups back to back.
For reference, that's
That's
how
how
old,
old this guy is.
90. Oh,
He played
wow.
with Mario Lemieux.
Yeah.
How old was he when he won though?
I think that was his rookie year. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So he's played with like 12 teams too.
Yeah.
Oh
Not with the
yeah,
Red
he would
Wings,
be
though.
a journeyman at that point. Oh,
my
yeah.
god, yeah. He's second on the all-time points list in the NHL.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to ask if he was Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, no.
No?
No, he's not because he's
He's
technically not done playing.
Oh,
He's still playing in
Yeah.
Czech.
Oh.
He's definitely first ballot, though.
Oh, okay.
What's
Okay, yeah.
what's the rules with like?
They already got
And-
the bust made. yeah.
What's the rules with NHL like Hall of Fame? How long do you have to be out, or do you just have to retire and then they?
Five years?
I think it's immediate. I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
I don't
Okay.
know. I can't remember because I know baseball. I think is 5 years. We looked it up one time, but I think
yeah,
baseball
yeah.
is 5 years after you retire.
I forget how much football is. I know you have to wait some time though.
Yeah, Joe Mauer is
General
just
rules
inducted.
5 years.
Yeah, Joe- you're right. He's
I,
just Joe
I
Mauer
do
was just
think it's
inducted.
5 years. That I don't know. I gotta search that out. I'll search
Rank
it
it up for
out.
football and hockey, please.
Yeah. I got you.
I'm pretty sure hockey is immediate. I don't know. Because I think Marian Hossa was already inducted in the Hall of Fame. Marian Hossa
Really?
retired in like 2016,
Yeah.
something like that.
yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Give me his resume. I didn't think he was going to be Hall of Fame
So
quality.
it's 5
Marian
years for
Hossa?
the
Yeah,
NFL.
so I could be completely off here. What's his resume?
He's got a Stanley Cup with the Penguins.
Yeah.
He's been to a few. He's
well,
been to like 3.
I know he's been to a lot, but again, he only has like one cup.
Yeah.
And was it with the Hawks? I think it was with the Hawks because he played in the against the Wings, lost, and then he played with the Wings.
Oh, yeah.
Lost, and then I think he went to the Hawks and won.
Yeah, he went to the Hawks. So he was dodging the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
And then I mean, I think Marian Hossa will be a Hall of Fame. But like, yeah, I'm pretty like there are guys I'm pretty sure who are like newer and they're already in the Hall of Fame.
So
The-
for the NHL, it's you must not be playing for 3 complete seasons.
Okay.
3 years.
And then for the NFL, they start like being able to induct after 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years.
Oh wow,
Okay.
okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Appreciate it. Sedin twins. They're in there, right?
They've got to be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then who was the other guy? There was someone who was just inducted, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh, it's gonna bug me. I can't think of it.
Can you think of the team?
Calgary Flames.
Oh, really? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, Joe McGinley has been in there, but I can probably look it up. Keep going.
Adam, me and you are on the same page. We have
anything you
no
guys wanna
idea
talk
what's
about?
going on.
Let's talk
Oh,
about more
yeah.
Hockey Hall of Fame guys. Pavel Datsuk, obviously, in there.
That name
Oh,
sounds
is that a
familiar.
bird?
Like I haven't been
did Datsuk
keeping
play
up
for
with
the Red
hockey
Wings?
for a minute. That like
Oh,
only
yeah.
this year
Yeah.
and last year I've been
Number 13, Adam.
13? Okay.
I don't.
Zetterberg.
I think those
I know
guys are
him.
probably those guys
Yeah.
are definitely Hall of Famers.
the only
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're in, yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Iserman.
Iserman? No, definitely not
check
Hall of
that.
Fame.
He's not Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he is.
Oh. I was like, what? I
He's
thought
like
he was
7th
good.
in all-time scoring.
Yeah. It's
I'm
not
not-
good enough. He should have been 5th.
Yeah.
I'm not
Do
going to
better.
lie. There's only a very small amount of players I could name. I can name Lucas Raymond, Patrick Kane, Sidney Crosby,
I don't know
Ovechkin.
many of the guys on the Wings right now. Right
Yeah.
back in 08, 09, even through the
Yeah.
early teens, I used to know all the guys, but
Wow.
we have high turnover these days.
Yeah,
on
it's
Who
the-
do
hard
you
to-
think
it's hard to
is
pay
the best
attention.
player
I'm
on the
same way
Wings
with the
right now?
Tigers.
Do you
I
think?
can
Right
name
now, Dylan Larkin.
all the
Dylan
like previous
Larkin?
ones, like 2012.
Lucas Raymond's
2010,
might be up
2011.
and coming, huh?
Tigers this year. I mean, now I know a little bit more because I'm watching more. But
Yeah, for sure. Who's your favorite player this year, Adam?
on the Tigers,
Yeah.
Probably Scooble. He's a candidate.
Okay.
He could possibly win the Cy Young this year.
Really?
Maybe.
Okay. Is that rookie of the year or what is Cy
No,
Young?
Cy Young's the best pitcher in the
Best
league.
pitcher,
Yeah.
okay.
What's the Golden Glove?
Just
Fielding.
best defensive position or
Yeah.
best defensive player at that position.
Yeah.
Oh, so it can be any position.
There's 9 awards, so
Yeah.
it's all
There's
9
fielding
positions.
positions. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
there's one the best player from that position,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
and then that it does it. They go per league, so there's technically 18.
Because of the AL. And the
AL and
NL.
NL. Yeah, and then there's one platinum glove. So out of the Gold Glove winners, the best out of those guys gets a platinum glove.
So that's what you want. You want the platinum.
Yeah.
Golden Glove is only like, I was the best at first base. But
Is
this
Cy-
guy got
Yeah.
best at shortstop.
Getting platinum glove though is kind of like you have to win the Gold Glove at the right time. So it's kind of like I think it was only started recently too. I'm pretty sure.
So is
I
the
like it,
Cy
though.
Young
Yeah.
basically the Heisman? Like everybody wants a Heisman.
No. The Cy Young is basically, or the Cy Young is like the
Offensive Player of the Year. probably.
yeah, pretty much. Like it's just the best pitcher.
Then what's the Heisman like comparison for MLB, or is there not?
Not really. I mean,
Would it be the
there's not just like
MVP?
a,
Maybe
like World Series MVP maybe.
Would you say it would be the platinum glove? Maybe. I mean that's kind of the most valuable player.
I don't
That's
know. Maybe
defensive,
just
but
most
baseball,
valuable
you
player.
mainly go off of
Is that
offensive
separate from the platinum glove?
Yeah.
and defense.
Really?
Yeah, platinum glove is just defense. Most valuable player
Oh,
could be
fine,
anything.
fine.
Like,
Yeah, it could be a DH or something. Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
You can't be good
Or
with
a-
just
yeah,
good
so just
defense.
MVP.
You have to have good offense too to
Yeah.
actually do
I
something.
mean, I'm excited to watch more baseball.
Yeah, definitely. The Tigers lost today though.
Yeah,
What's our
Yeah.
record now?
I think 11-11. I think we're even.
Yeah.
Or no, I think
Maybe
11-10.
11-10. I think
Yeah.
it's 11-10.
At least for
Tigers
positive.
record. 11-10.
11-10, yeah. We
What
started off
happened?
strong.
Why'd we fall off?
It's always like it's been the same thing. We talked about this every podcast. It's always the ninth inning, ninth inning that we possibly take it to more innings, and then we lose or we win.
We
Yeah, I
just
haven't
can't start
seen
early.
actually.
We
Are
can't
we
score
ahead or
runs
behind?
efficiently.
Okay,
So
so,
we're
we're behind and we
We're
come back.
always behind, and then something shifts in the seventh inning. I don't know whether it's a pitching change. I don't know whether they just had time to scout out how this dude is pitching and they can hit off of it. I don't know.
It's
Dish
also
out
our
snacks.
defense.
Bottom of
Yeah.
the sixth,
With all due respect to Colt Keith and Zach McKinstry, you have children at second and third base. You have two rookies in the infield, and you have a caution cone
Who's
and
at
Spencer
third?
Torkelson at first, and you have Javi Baez as short. Honestly, let's be
Who's
honest.
at third?
And it might as well be anybody
like it.
because we can't. I mean, these past few games have just been horrendous for defense. We just can't do anything. Like
Got Matt Vierling. Can't he play third?
I don't think I've
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
seen the.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think I've seen the first 5
Colt
innings of a
Keith, yeah,
Tigers
he's a
game
rookie,
yet.
so-
he's been pretty good, Colt Keith.
I haven't seen 5 innings of a Tigers game yet, and I know they're probably down 0-4. And by the time the game is at the 9th inning, it'll be 5-5.
Yeah, no. I'll look at the score and yeah, they'll be losing by 3 or 4, and then like I'll check
Yeah.
again. We'll be losing by 1, and
That
then we
is-
take the lead.
That is something I
But
have
then we end up
noticed.
losing at the end by 1 or 2. So they're
Or
putting
we'll
up a
win
fight.
by 8.
Right.
Yeah.
But that is something I have noticed with the MLB is like when I turn on a game, it'll be like the third inning, and it'll be already like 2-2, 3-3, or like
Yeah.
4-2 or something like that. Like I hardly ever turn on a game and it's 0-0 in the 5th inning.
Yeah.
Like it's
That
I don't
doesn't
know.
happen. Well, maybe it happened. Wasn't it a pretty low scoring game when we were looking through the fence?
No, we were getting smacked around that game.
Oh.
Game was like 8-1 or something like that.
yeah, that's right. That's why we didn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I think it might have been opening day. I think it was opening day for the Tigers. It was a pitcher's duel until like the 7th inning when they
Yeah.
took him out.
But that
And then-
probably is chalked up to nerves too.
That's true. Yeah.
A little
Maybe.
bit, but still.
But I mean, still, it's a
It's
game.
a-
though.
It's
still counts the same
and
as
that,
every other.
well,
Yeah.
we also talk about the 1-0 games.
Oh yeah, the gut wrenching 1-0 losses,
Yeah,
or like
that's
the wins that you're like.
Now that's happened
you
a
know,
couple
ooh.
times where it's just been straight up. They either score early or score really late, and
Yeah.
you're just like. But those I haven't really watched. I don't. we've been busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were a couple of Red Wings games that were like that. Like, I remember, like, towards the beginning of the year, I turn on and I'd be like, the Red Wings win. I just see 1-0. And
Yeah.
it's like to the Nashville Predators or something like that.
Also, for me, it's hard to watch baseball when it's just 1-0 and you're just seeing strikeout after strikeout, or it's literally like watching chess.
Chess isn't all that bad.
I know like chess isn't all that bad, but
I taught you chess. We played on your TV.
I do not know how to play chess.
I know. We played one time on your TV.
You don't know how to play chess?
It was slow moving, and it took like over almost 2 hours.
Adam, are you a grandmaster of chess?
No, I don't really know the rules of I know the rules of chess,
The
but
strategy.
I know how the pieces move. I don't know any strategies.
That's all you need to know, though, is how the pieces move.
Yeah, how the pieces move. That's
you
all
know,
you know.
like you could move one thing, and then somebody just pulls up the glasses, and they're like, "Well, that's
yeah, you
not
do
a
this,
Yeah.
and then next thing you know, I'm done in like 4 moves.
You went with the Swedish opening. I said, okay.
Yeah,
I'm a counter with the Duke of
the
Cranfield.
French Pavilion opener,
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So that's probably an opening.
the
Yeah.
Napoleon
Guggenheim.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I don't know. Chess is weird. I was part of a chess club.
Of course you were.
Is chess a sport?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It's not a sport, it's a game.
It could be a mind sport.
I'd say it's a game, though.
Yeah.
Do you
Don't get
say?
me wrong, you can have competitive
Yeah.
games.
All right.
but
So
it's
in
not a
that,
We got
sport.
are you calling esports sport?
No.
No.
Okay. And we're on the same page. Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta
It's
train
esport.
though. You gotta
Yeah.
train. You gotta sit at your desk for
Warm up my
hours.
thumbs.
Yeah, you gotta do the same thing with chess.
Yeah.
I'm not saying chess is a sport.
I think right
I
now,
was just trying to play the other
I'm
side.
saying
here.
esports in the future could actually be a sport, but right now, no.
Maybe like VR sports.
What do you mean?
Maybe the VR, stuff.
VR.
Maybe
Yeah.
you gotta
Just
do
play
some
a real
extra
sport
movement.
at that point, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but
They have Beat Saber, like professional Beat Saber.
yeah.
Like Whiplash.
I know a couple professional Madden players, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
but Madden,
But
professional
I've
Madden.
also asked them. I'm like, do you really think this is a sport? And they're like, no.
But
it's like
you
a-
have to watch how the games are played. They're like MLB base running. No one's running the bases like that on the MLB video game, or like playing NHL. Like, it's not the same as actual.
I mean, apparently you burn like calories, and yes, you're training, but no, it's not even close. It's not like you're lifting
Burn
weights.
calories.
They burn calories because of how much brain power, but
Read a book.
No.
I know.
I'm not using brain
Right,
power.
yeah.
But also at the same time, like
Read a
if
book.
my
Do some
kid,
math.
if my
Yeah.
kid is just like a killer at Fortnite, like yeah, run the sticks after practice. I don't care.
Yeah, make some money with that. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's fine to pursue a career or something in esports, right? I don't have an issue with that. I'm just saying it's not a sport.
Yeah, it's definitely not a sport.
No, yeah.
So
I know we're going to piss a lot of people off. And I'm happy about it.
hey,
Too bad.
you can't compare playing video games to say lifting and or running or baseball or can't compare it.
Yeah, you really
The
can.
only thing you got are hand injuries, maybe get carpal tunnel and all.
Actually, he broke his wrist. He broke his arm somehow. I forgot how he did it.
Who did?
The Madden player, the professional Madden
Playing
player.
Madden?
Yeah, the Jets actually flew him out to play Madden, like at like
He
MetLife.
broke
Oh
his
my
arm.
god.
Not at
walking to
MetLife.
the stage.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot how he did
Contact
it. I
injury.
forgot.
Tanya Harding
Yeah.
his ass.
It's but
Yeah.
the stuff that like he's done just by playing Madden is quite insane.
Yeah,
he's
no,
a
yeah.
top 10 Madden player in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that means something because you can make some money, go see some stuff.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, it's
Playing
totally
video
fine.
games.
Yeah. Like I said, good career path. Not a sport though.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No.
Who knows?
Another thing with the Tigers though is the bullpen. The bullpen has been getting pounded a little bit. Yeah, like recently, like there's been some games where it's gone out of hand. Like the Rangers games, I'm pretty sure have almost all gone to like 8-run finals. I'm pretty sure. Like there was,
Yeah,
it was like
7-8.
4-3, and then the other day it was like 8-7, then it was like 9-8. I'm pretty sure, or something like that. So yeah, we're just getting tons of runs driven in against us, and then just not a lot of run support. The run support isn't starting on time, and then oftentimes it's just not there at all. Like it'll show up like at the very end of the game, but it just it's too little, too late.
I think we should fire the coach.
Yeah.
He's done quite a, I think he's done.
So wait, tell me again. What the hell happened?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
He's done a good job though with the Tigers. I think.
Honestly, like this is
How
the
long
most.
have we had this coach?
What, 3 years maybe?
I was gonna say I think 3. I think this is his 3rd year.
I think this is the most.
Yeah.
This is the most excited I've been for a Tiger season in recent memory.
I think a lot of people had their eyes on it because it's first without Cabrera.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
It does feel
Times are
different
so
without
long.
Miguel
Yeah.
It does.
Cabrera there.
It does.
I don't know whether if it feels like more is somber the word, more sad, or just more like, iffy.
It kind of feels almost the same way after Henrik Zetterberg left the Red Wings. After he retired.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, well,
Oh shit!
we're like, what now?
We should probably. I didn't set a timer.
I'll check.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's just dead.
Are you fucking kidding me?
All right, we'll see how long this is going to last. We have the audio.
Set timer for 25 minutes.
Let me just go back and check.
We put new batteries in it too.
Yeah, no, it's going. Okay.
Luckily, I caught that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do the clap or no?
Yes, please. There you go.
All right. So, Tigers.
So why does it feel different this season?
I don't know. I really don't. I'm
know.
excited, but also at the same time, it's just like weird.
Yeah, there's just been a lot of change around the league too. I feel like Shohei moving, not to say that has any effect on us, but it kind of does. Like it's just a major shift in how when Tom Brady left New England and went to
It's like a complete momentum shift.
Even
it just kind of felt weird. Right? Yeah. Even after he retired, it just the whole shifted the whole league a little bit, and with this whole Oakland A's thing going on, and the Oakland A's coming in here and almost beating us, almost 3 games.
Yeah.
Put an F in the chat there for the city of Oakland, man.
Yeah.
Getting kicked in the teeth these past couple years.
Right, yeah.
Everybody wants to leave.
They do.
Sure.
Do they even have in general? Do they have any more professional sports teams?
I think the A's are the last.
I think they're the last
Pretty
one.
sure.
Oh no, Golden State Warriors are technically, I think, in.
Are they in Oakland?
I think they're in San Francisco, but it's
Are they?
I
thought
Where's
they were.
Oracle?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
because they had the jerseys
bridge.
that had Oakland. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad of a team to have around.
No, the Golden State Warriors are on the decline though.
That I was just gonna
Are
say.
they?
That's
the
another
dynasty
thing.
is dead.
Klay Thompson. People are saying Klay Thompson's gonna be leaving.
And
Didn't
Steph.
Andre Iguodala, was he on? I know he was on the Warriors. When did he leave that though? What? He retired.
I want Iguodala.
I haven't heard that.
The aliens are invading.
Really?
They
I'm
have
not
the
caught
death
up on
beam
basketball, but
pointed
I know
at the
he's
earth.
he retired this year. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was still on the.
What's his name? He went to Michigan State and he punched people, and they was wondering why he wasn't
Drafted.
No, he plays on the Warriors. He
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yes.
he punched the dude, and they was
Draymond
like,
Green.
Yeah, Draymond.
Yes.
And he's like, why am I getting suspended? It's not like I hurt him. You literally punched him in the face. And you're just like, what?
How long has he been in the league for?
Andre?
A while.
A while.
Draymond? Sorry, not Andre.
Yeah, Draymond Green.
Iguodala, I think, is retired.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he retired this
Iguodala's
year,
had them-
or 2023. He said he didn't play this.
Yeah, I
This
think
year.
that dynasty is gone.
Could be. Steph Curry is also.
Oh,
Yeah,
Steph
he's
Curry,
like
he's getting older
30
now.
something.
Yeah, he's probably.
Is he
It's
still
funny
making
that
a lot of
LeBron's
plays?
going to retire after Steph.
LeBron to the Warriors with
Is
Steph.
LeBron like 40
One
now?
last ride.
LeBron.
36,
So I don't know if
37?
you've been keeping up with the podcast or not, but
I have not.
LeBron. Damn, that's crazy. LeBron in the media has been talking about retiring,
Okay.
and when people start talking about retirement, usually it's about 1 to 3 years.
Okay.
So they're thinking that
He wants to play with his son, though.
I know
But his son's not very good, from what I hear.
his son was in the transfer portal last time I heard anything.
I thought he was declaring for the draft.
He did all three options. He was like, I'm staying at my school, but declaring for the transfer portal and declaring for the draft.
Yeah, he wants to see his options, see what he gets.
Do you think LeBron would go overseas just to play with his kid?
No, because LeBron would make it so that his kid goes to the team that he's on.
Yeah. LeBron acting as a general manager.
Oh yeah. LeBron as a head coach one day.
I can see him as a head coach.
By the way,
head coach then GM.
Speaking of coaches as GM, Bill Belichick is going to be at the draft. Like as a host, as a co-host.
Well, his
Isn't he retired? No.
It's gonna be interesting.
Bill kind of retired.
He has a show, right? Or he's on like some show.
NFL Network for analysts or something.
I'm pretty. They had him as like a guest on somewhere. I'm pretty sure they
Pat
announced
McAfee
it.
too.
I can't. Oh.
It was Pat McAfee where they announced it, but I don't know if there was another show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that could be what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I'm excited for the draft. I'm so excited. We've been. I didn't know, but Big Sean's going to be performing there. There's a bunch of performances.
Big Sean and Bazzi are playing there. I didn't know Bazzi was from Canton, Michigan.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. You know that?
Nope.
I don't know who Bazzi was. Yeah.
I heard of him a little bit.
Yeah, I heard a little bit. Isn't he? This either is my sound.
He's like in the same genre as like Black Bear and.
Okay, I was gonna say EDM slash like DJ mixer.
Oliver Tree, like he's in that same genre. I'm pretty sure.
I was very scared that I was going to sound really freaking dumb.
What?
I was going to. I want to say EDM, but I didn't want that to be like, oh, he's a rapper.
What?
Oh well, like ED. Yeah, I mean EDM is like a.
Isn't like a music genre?
It's like it's different
like
than that
dance.
too.
You know how people go to raves?
Yeah.
Do all the cocaine they want and go to raves. So
Didn't
in an
Big
abandoned
Sean
church or
at
something like that.
Lollapalooza? Did he perform?
Oh yeah, we did. We saw Big Sean at Lollapalooza.
how was it? What did he perform? Was it
can't
old
tell
or
you.
newer stuff from?
It was a
mix
lot
of
of
both.
stuff. Yeah.
Mix of both.
He brought out.
I think I knew a few songs. I didn't really know much, but I knew a few. So he definitely played some older.
Yeah.
For me to know.
So if you join us, you'll be able to see him.
I will
6:15 apparently, like main stage, I think.
Oh wow. Okay. So like right before the draft starts.
Yeah, basically he's the
opener for the
draft, and then everything like that. So that would be cool. And like the Detroit Orchestra is playing the next day.
Yeah, I heard that.
Before opening for the next day. I don't know what they said about the third day.
Apparently they said that Phase 4 road closures are going into effect, I think, Monday or Wednesday, I heard. I can't remember. I think it was either Monday.
Okay.
Phase 4.
Yeah, I'm also
So that's
confused.
like the furthest road closures, like the sharpest, like no one allowed being, like you can't park here, like the most strict road closures.
Oh,
like
wow.
basically like what they're going to actually have when the event is going on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they're just going to condition it, have it a few days before so that people get used to it.
Oh, that's smart.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that whole, like, how big do you think that area they closed off is?
So just to give you a perspective of that, I actually wrote it down here.
You had the route?
No. So I have, I think it was when the draft was in Kansas City, they had 250,000 people there. And then when the draft was in Philadelphia, they had, I think, 300,000 people there. It might have been the other way around. So it being in Detroit, we know the presence that the Lions have in the city. We're probably going to command over 300,000 people are going to be down there. Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably maybe close to 400,000, I think.
It's going to be insane, especially because the people around
The draft
here.
has never been here before, too. So
yeah,
you can
that's,
imagine all that.
that's also
football
very
fans.
true. Like, from the amount of people I'm talking to that are super excited to be at the draft, the Northwood guys are going to be doing security at the draft.
Yeah. We talked about that last time.
Like, so that's it was a volunteer thing, so I don't know how many are going to be there, but let's just say they're going to be working, so at least 30 to 40 guys. Obviously, that doesn't amount to 400,000, but you can only imagine, like, people from 3-4 hours away are coming down here.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, and from all these other cities that have NFL
like
teams.
they sold tickets to every other fan, so you got people. That's what the draft is bringing everybody together to just say fuck you, Roger Goodell.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We talked about, are you going to boo Roger Goodell, Mike?
If I was going, I would.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
I'm not
you're not going to boo over the TV?
I'll boo over the TV.
Yeah. We need a boo out of you too.
Who's Roger Goodell?
The commissioner.
The commissioner. Everybody hates the commissioner.
Why?
He's the commissioner.
Rules.
Bad rules? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Nobody
banned the
likes him.
hip drop tackle.
What's the hip? What?
Oh boy.
Yeah, don't get me
I
started.
don't.
Don't get me started
I'm
on
not
these
all
rules.
technical. I know how the scoring
Just like
works.
grabbing
Grabbing
around the
from
waist,
waist
and then
above?
just like pulling down.
Oh,
like,
you can't use your
dropping
body weight?
down.
That's
You
such an effective way. I
So
feel.
Exactly.
You can't swivel your feet around the other person's legs and land on their legs and like basically you
Alligator
can't throw
roll.
yourself to the side.
That's exactly what we call it too.
Yeah, you
An
can, like,
alligator
you
roll.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
drop down and you roll.
Exactly.
I used to play football when I was a little kid.
So you
So
can only tackle and just drop like almost backwards now. You
there's
can't
3
drop and swivel.
acronym. There's National Football League, the No Fun League, and Not for Long. And it's turning into the No Fun League and definitely Not for Long.
It's always been not for long.
I know. Even Tom Brady is like, what the hell are these guys doing?
Yeah.
now?"
Except there's a lot of mediocrity in the NFL.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's been saying that too ever since. Like, even when he was in the league, he's like, man, they're kind of making it easy on us now. That's probably
Yeah.
why he played for so long too. He's like, even if I get hit,
Oh yeah.
they're getting fined and I get the flag.
Well, it's the LeBron and Jordan treatment, right? Like the longer they got in their careers, like the more respected they were, and the more they were, babied by the referees and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
Also, they brought in the fans too.
right, yeah, that's true.
They're the attraction.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Brady also talks about how the skill level between current QBs and when he was early on in the league.
Oh my
They had all
gosh.
these rules about whatever your passers weren't protected by all these rules. Right now, it's like if you're a wide receiver and you get hit up in the middle of the field on kind of a suicide pass, essentially. Oh, that was allowed back then. So it was the QB's job to read that,
Right.
understand that hey,
Yeah.
he's open, but he's going to get nailed and hurt, and he's going to be out of the game. Right?
I'm sure you're going to have that conversation too with, say if it was like Cooper Kupp going in for a suicide shot, you're like, Cooper, I'm not going to lie.
Well, no. They've changed the rules now so that if the receiver gets massively blown up, it's a penalty on the defense.
Yeah,
so they
I'm
can't
just
do
saying
that.
if
So
like
it's
the
easy.
penalty was a thing, like
Oh.
before all this happened, saying like Matthew Stafford or Cooper Kupp, because that's just coming to my mind right now. Hey Cooper, you're going to get this ball, but it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Like I hope we have the same respect for one another after this, because you're going to be feeling it for a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to
It's
be peeing
horrible.
blood for a little bit, but
Really?
it's okay. You'll get the touchdown.
You're gonna get the destroying treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just make a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Say my football career is done.
And actually never give us an answer on it.
Clickbait.
Yeah.
Clickbait is best.
1000%.
I'm also other Detroit Lions news. The jerseys.
I was just thinking that. I was like, we need something.
Jerseys,
Yeah,
jerseys.
Okay.
So we
I was right at
Listen,
you.
I'm fine with my opinion. You're the one who got all heated.
I'm just saying. You were saying that they were boring, and I
They
was
are.
like, I don't think they're boring.
so he
I'm
went
underwhelmed.
before. All right, I will say I'm underwhelmed, but him going into it, they did change.
They changed a lot, and they got
They
a lot more
changed-
detail, and they're not nearly as boring as they were, and they're not nearly as boring as a lot of the NFL jerseys. In
The
the
thing is, he's making it sound way better than it is, in my opinion, because right now
think they're great.
I overhyped myself for it, which was an issue. I do like the black versions a lot better than the original.
I think I'm in the exact same boat as Ben, right? It's possibly it's all on me. I overhyped it. Maybe it's other people overhyped it for me, but it's not the greatest jersey I've ever seen in my life. And it's just
Well,
like,
when your source
you
was
know.
like, "We'll like it," I got super excited. And
yeah,
I was like, "Oh, I cannot wait!"
I got
And then I was like, waiting, and then they released it. And I'm like, it's kind of what the Jets did. Now they're definitely different than the Jets. The Jets barely changed anything, and looking more in detail, we changed a lot. It's just if you're for the untrained eye, doesn't look like we changed a lot.
Yeah, like for me, the home jerseys look the same, and I can tell the black ones
Yeah.
are new because I haven't seen them.
Like
in
if you were just
forever.
taking a glance at it, like on Instagram, and you weren't really paying attention like you did, and everything go like somebody for like Adam. No offense.
No, yeah, I'm taking. I don't know. I don't pay.
You would
much
just be
attention
like, okay,
to the
they
football
made
scene.
it a little bit more sleek, and that was it.
yeah.
There's some touch ups, make
Yeah.
it look a little bit better.
I definitely think that when we see them on the field, people are gonna definitely notice the difference. But my point was that the last year you kind of had, it really wasn't like a silver on the jersey. It was kind of like a dark gray. It was like a cement gray. Mm-hmm. Now we actually have a silver, like textured metallic on the sleeve with, I believe, white bordering it on the Honolulu Blue jersey. Yeah. White numbers with the silver bordering, going back to how they were like like 90s and earlier than that, and like with the Stafford era, where they had the white numbers with the silver and black bordering.
I do like also how they changed the helmets with the jersey.
Right, yeah, the helmets.
Because I get what he's saying, but also at the same time, to the untrained person, I'm just like, oh, it's whatever.
Yeah. Like, you can also wear them a certain, like, there's different ways you can wear them too. They brought back the blue face masks. They took a lot of inspiration from the cars and stuff like that. They have the metallic, almost like car paint on the helmet now, which is really, really cool. Yeah. And they have the stripes are directly from a certain type of Mustang. I can't remember the type of Mustang it is. And then the Bronco font, I believe, is the same font they used for the Detroit and the Lions that are on the jersey.
when you were talking about the, like, it's probably going to be something like the Bronco color, like the light blue, I was hoping that would be the whole thing. But at the same time, like, I get it. Detroit's not they say it all the time, like, Detroit's not a test city. No. They go to, like, places in LA, Texas, Florida for, like, testing stuff out. Mm-hmm. We're really, like, simple. We like our stuff the way we like it, and that's it. So I can appreciate it, because if they did something crazy, you're right. Oh, yeah. Nobody would like it.
We're up there with tradition with, like, the Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Yeah. Like, that's how Detroit is. It's, like, it's very, like, streamlined. You look at the Tigers jerseys, they've pretty much been the same since they ever started. Yeah. So.
Also, speaking of... I know we're jumping, but MLB jerseys, the New York Mets, City Connect.
Have I showed you those, Mike?
Yeah, those
were really cool. The City Connects are always awesome.
Yeah,
I hope to God ours are really cool.
Yeah, I know. When do we know when those are coming out?
Ours are next, right?
Yeah, so I think ours are coming out.
I think there's a date that says when they're getting revealed, like, at least when they use them, right?
Yeah, I think they first use them May 10th, or they come out May 10th, and then I'm pretty sure they announced them on the 6th or something like that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But with the Philadelphia Phillies, they were announced a little bit before they were made available. So I think, let's say, when did the Mets come out? Like 2 days ago, yesterday, or the day before?
I think it was yesterday.
They'll probably be up
2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Yeah.
So they'll probably be up maybe at the end, like maybe not next week, but the week afterwards.
Are they available for, like, pre-order, or just...
So I don't know. So I looked. I didn't see any of the Mets ones available, but I saw that the Phillies ones were made available. So then the Phillies ones, they've been using those for a week or two now. So yeah, but to go back to the Lions jerseys, I think that if you take the helmet from last year, the blue helmet from last year, and I think it was silver and white, you change one of the stripes, you make the lion black on there, like the skinny lion black, and you make a black stripe or you'll make like the black stripe the way it is, like the design, like how the stripe is made the way it is, and you change the face mask and stuff, and you put it on the all black setup we have now with our jerseys, that would look fantastic. Like the metallic blue. I like the helmet we have now with the black jersey, like the blue helmet. But I think that I like the one from last year better than this one.
Yeah. Also, last year was definitely pretty cool.
Also, I'm trying to find it. The Houston Texans got their stuff leaked.
Oh yeah, they did. It's the H.
Yeah, the H on the helmet.
Yeah.
It seems that phonetics and a lot of stuff has been leaked. Because it happened with the Phonetics leaked Detroit stuff, too. Yeah. And everybody was talking about it.
I saw the draft hats a couple of days before they went on the shelves.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you call it? There was... I also saw, like, the Detroit... the spring training hats a couple of days before. He was like, want to see the new hats? Oh, yeah, sure. Houston.
I mean, how do you say no to that? You know, it's like if somebody asks you want to see the new hat, you're like, yeah,
let me see it.
Yeah, let me see it.
Yeah, you're just excited and you're like, yeah,
can I get one?
As soon as I
dude, it was so cool. I can't find it because I didn't save the photo, but just it was blue-ish from what I remember.
Oh dang, those are nice. Okay.
Oh yeah, so.
I've seen it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's really, really cool.
I think the Texans are going to be fantastic this year. They got all the momentum and everything like that. I'm excited. I mean, the only reason why I wasn't a C.J. Stroud fan was because he was part of OSU.
Don't make me throw up.
I know. But, damn good football player.
We'll see how he does this year.
Was he a rookie last year?
Yeah, he was a rookie last year. He was the offensive rookie of the year.
Wow.
We'll see how he does this year.
Okay.
You don't like him?
No, it's just...
You think he could be maybe overrated for a rookie?
With the cast he had, though.
But let's look at the history of Ohio State quarterbacks, and then let's make a decision. Let's look what happened to Justin Fields.
All right, yeah, that's true.
When Justin Fields was one of the best quarterbacks, I mean, like
he still might be really good. He ain't going to start until week 8. But
he's injured.
No, Russell Wilson.
What do you mean? Oh, it's ahead of him.
Russell Wilson is...
He's old, right?
Yes, but he's also still a really good quarterback, and they're only paying him $1.2 million.
Oh, my God.
Because the Broncos got needed in a trade. So basically, they got rid of Russell Wilson because he was okay last year-ish. He was okay. He was damn near terrible, but he was okay. At the same time. He's still Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he's still Russell Wilson. So they decided to just get rid of him. I don't even know how Denver's going to do because they got so many holes and everything like that. It's going to be insane.
Where are they in the draft? First round.
I think they're like third.
Third?
I think.
Texans?
No, Denver.
Oh, Denver?
Yeah.
They're top 10. I know that.
Okay. Do they only have one pick in the first round,
Yes.
or do they have multiple? Okay.
Only one.
So they're in a tough spot.
Yeah,
they have holes.
They have so many. It's like terrible. And like Sean Payton is a good coach and everything, but I don't know what the plan is going to be there.
Yeah.
Because there's not much you can do with that cast.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. Sure. So basically what happened is they decided to ship Russell Wilson out of town. And they said, screw it. We're going to take a 38-point-something million hit. Mm-hmm. So they have to pay Russell Wilson that this year.
Oh, right.
And Russell Wilson signed a $1.2 million contract with the Steelers because that's league minimum for a quarterback.
Wow.
Yeah.
And everything like that. And then we were talking about it, like the first pod. We were like, what's going to happen with Justin Fields? Gets right before the podcast
instantly
starts traded to the Steelers. So I'm thinking he's going to be starting week 8, but also at the same time, like, we don't know what the Steelers are going to do because they don't need a quarterback no more. So
say Russell Wilson
and Justin Fields.
Yeah, and Justin Fields. So what
happened to Pickett?
Pickett?
Kenny Pickett?
Oh, he got shipped.
Yeah, where?
Eagles.
Really?
Yeah.
That's right. You're right. He's behind Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, we were
talking about that too.
Yeah, we were joking about it because we were like, man, he went from a situation that could have been really good to a completely shit situation because he had a chance if it was just like Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
He has no chance unless Jalen Hurts gets hurt.
Yeah. That's what he's there for.
Shot.
Yeah. But it just sucks, I guess. But other draft news. I'm trying to think of other draft news. It's going to be crazy.
Do we want to finalize our decisions of who we think the Lions are going to take at 29? Or what do we think is going to happen at 29? There's a lot of people saying that we could move up or down. Dude, if we move out of the first round in Detroit, could you imagine?
I think there's a realistic...
Brad Holmes would do that.
Yeah.
I think it's realistic because we need the capital.
What do you like? We need money. You chain for money or chain?
There's like a discrepancy between our picks. It's like we are pick to make numbers easy.
Yeah.
We are pick 60, and then our next pick is pick 100.
Okay, gotcha.
Like,
so I see what you're saying about that, but I was thinking about it. I don't think that it's that. I don't think that in particular is that big of a concern that Brad Holmes would trade out of the first round. I feel like
he would trade up though.
I don't think that he would trade up. I think that there's less a chance of him trading down because he wants to fill that gap, and there's more of a chance of him trading down because he gets a good deal.
So
trading down as in picking lower, right?
As in moving out of the first, picking lower, moving out of the first round.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So out of all your Lions knowledge, who would you be? You don't know players, so what position would you take?
Yeah, what position do you think the Lions need most help in?
Probably
running back. No, I'm kidding.
we got the Montgomery guy and someone else.
Gibbs.
Yeah, Gibbs. Yeah, he did good.
The best running back.
Maybe maybe like a linebacker or maybe safety.
Okay.
Secondary, yeah.
Secondary help.
Yeah. Say tight ends. Didn't we get some more tight ends?
Yeah.
This year, like
we have Laporta and Brock Wright.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, unfortunately, I got to get going, but Ben?
Also,
Jonathan?
say your pick.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Mike Saverstill from the University of Michigan. We're going to pick him at, 29?
Yeah.
There you go.
You do know he's projected third round, right?
I'm picking him first round at pick 29 for the Detroit Lions. Yeah, I'm sticking with it. All right. Thanks, guys.
Do you want to go? Do you want to say your pick?
Yeah, I'll let me decide. Actually, you can go because I want to decide my pick first.
I'm thinking hard about this. Got 3 players in my head. 2 secondary, 1 D lineman.
2 secondary.
Mm-hmm. Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Okay, so there was a couple players that I was thinking of. Kool-Aid McKinstry was one of them. I was also thinking, obviously, Chop Robinson.
Okay.
And we've talked about him a little bit, but maybe not as much. Darius Robinson.
Okay. I like Darius Robinson. Darius Robinson is end/edge out of Mizzou.
Okay.
And Chop is Penn State.
All right.
I would like the help on the edge because if you get the good pass rush, you can worry less about the secondary.
Right. Yeah.
Pass rush as in
yes.
Passing defense?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If you're faster getting to the quarterback, you can supplement that with having worse DBs.
Okay.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's the interesting thing about the Lions pass rushers because we have both speed rushers and power rushers. We have speed rushers like John Kaminsky and Fatu Melifonwu and James Houston and Aiden Hutchinson, but then we also have power rushers like Davenport and DJ Reader and Ali McNeil. So we can really go at you from, not only can we switch who's on the field, we can go at you from
we
guys,
have different packages, which is really nice.
God,
it's so hard for offenses to keep up with different packages like that.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you have players like Kaminsky, like Aiden Hutchinson, and now that we have DJ Reader. I saw on Instagram today, they were like, they only booked him a one-way ticket.
Yeah.
Like, they were that confident. They're like, we're not letting you out of here until you sign. And
they were like, you're staying here. And he was like, can I go to the bathroom? He was like, where are you going? You need to sign this contract first.
Take his pen, write your name down.
Dan Campbell gave him a gallon of water. He's like, here, chug this. You got to use the bathroom? How about you sign right here, buddy?
You sign right here. You can sign, and then you go to the bathroom.
Yeah. It's a good deal right there.
Just gives him peanuts.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I forgot what his contract was. It's probably pretty decent.
I can't remember what it was, but it was a decent chunk of money.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It would be... Like I said, I had PTSD from Jeff Okudah and stuff like that. I think you can get like a Mikey Samer still in the second, third round.
Yeah, you definitely could.
I would feel more comfortable with somebody like... I guess it's because we watched him a lot. And we said this before. Like, it's easier when you've seen somebody play... For what? He's been there for 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, all 4. Because he was wide receiver his first year.
Yeah. So we kind of know what he can do. So that's why I would be more comfortable, especially
what
because
does he play?
Corner.
Oh, he's corner.
Yeah.
Is that his wide receiver for first two?
For his first year.
For his first year, then he made the switch.
Okay.
For me, it's easier. I would feel better taking a corner in like the second, third round, and getting a good value pick. Like say you could. Now, if it happens, because there's going to be craziness happening because everybody's mock draft is there's going to be 4 quarterbacks taking the first 4 picks.
Or at least in the first 6 or 7.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of mania for a while.
You want to take some from Michigan? What's our second round pick? What number is our second round pick? Because what's Chris Jenkins doing?
I think we're in the 40s.
Chris Jenkins?
Yeah.
Offensive lineman for Michigan?
Yeah. I'm not. Like second I said,
I have second round, 40th pick, something like that.
It was. Oh, sorry, I broke my toothpick. Adam, I'm gonna leave that there. It was last year. We were all like, "What are they thinking? Taking Jahmyr Gibbs?
Mm-hmm.
What are they thinking? Taking Jack Campbell,
Sam Laporta,
and Sam Laporta?
You didn't like their decision on all.
Because
guys?
I didn't like. It came out. First off, I was like, why are we getting Jahmyr Gibbs?
Mm-hmm.
We have DeAndre Swift.
And Bijan Robinson was on the board.
And Bijan Robinson was on the board. Granted, both of them are really good.
Yes.
Okay.
But you usually never take a running back in the first round, especially with how things are nowadays in the league.
Oh, and them getting injured?
Yeah, and you can... Basically, it's like just trading one in for a new one every year. It's like a lease.
How often they go around in the league.
Yeah, and how cheap new ones come in, too.
Wow.
So like goaltenders in hockey. Usually, you look at what goaltenders are on teams now in the NHL versus how they start on the teams next year, and they'll be, not drastically different, but there will be, no team will have the same 2 goalies. Or it'll be very few and far between.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing with running backs.
Okay.
So, but, we got Jahmyr Gibbs. I was like, we have DeAndre Swift. What are we doing? And we signed David Montgomery at that point, too. So I was like, why do we need 3 guys like that? Then we get rid of DeAndre Swift.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I can see why. But why did we get him? Why did we get him in the first round?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I was nervous. I'm not going to lie. I think a lot of people were because nobody was expecting that. Nobody had that. I forgot who we were.
What rank was he as overall?
I don't know who we were projected to pick at that point.
I think it was Bijan. Or that was if we were taking a running back, that's who we were supposed to pick. But I can't remember what pick he was drafted at.
Yeah. But either way.
It was a really weird pick. It was kind of like, huh?
Yeah, nobody was expecting it. A lot of people were not on board with it. And then it comes out a couple weeks later. We didn't pick off of who the supposed to be the best talent was. They didn't, obviously it was in effect, but they didn't really be like, oh, this guy's better, we're going to take him.
Mm-hmm.
They picked more locker room fit guys.
What do you mean by locker room?
Guys that fit the culture.
Yeah, guys that fit the
play
culture.
Better, fit the play scheme better.
Oh,
and when that came out, it started to click more.
Okay.
And that's when we started doing good.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Brad Holmes is a fucking genius.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
If they do...
you have them buy
So
the
it's going to be... Right. I trust in the new regime, which is nice to say and everything. So it's nice to say. I think we'll be surprised.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Brad Holmes is, knock on wood, but he has yet to royally fuck up.
Yes.
So, but no one bats 1,000, and he hasn't batted 1,000.
Yeah.
So,
he's made mistakes.
He's made mistakes. Not every single one of his draft picks has started on a team. So, obviously, that right away.
Rodrigo is, second or third.
Yeah, he's a second or third string, but he's a depth guy. He can go out there and make plays. So, that's a guy who can fit the scheme. Right, yeah, he's a guy who fits the culture and stuff like that.
I think Brad Holmes is... I think him and Dan Campbell mesh.
Oh yeah.
And
definitely.
I think the Ford family has really let them, I guess, grow and evolve with the team.
Yeah.
I think it's Sheila Ford that owns it now. And I think she grew up knowing that we were terrible. And then we lost in heartbreaking moments. And then we were terrible. And she's like, I'm just done with this. So let the football people take the reins. I'm not saying that the other Fords weren't doing that, but they weren't doing it as well, obviously. Because we wouldn't have made it to the NFC Championship. We would have made it earlier if... Part of it is ownership at this point. You got to take that into effect. And then I like to agree with it because it makes me feel better, helps me sleep better at night. Peyton Manning lived the Bobby Lane curse.
Yeah.
What is the Bobby Lane?
So basically, it is Bobby Lane, right? Mm-hmm. Bobby Lane was a quarterback back in what, the 30s, something like
40s, something.
Yeah, it was really really early
Did
on.
he play for the Broncos?
No, he played played for the Lions, and like he was a pretty good quarterback, but just PR issues and like he would show up drunk and stuff like that. I think I might be getting the story wrong a little bit, but either way, they were like, we have to get rid of this guy. And so they got rid of him, and it was on bad terms, obviously. And the last thing he said before leaving the door was like, this team will not win for another 90 years or something like that.
Yeah, you said like the team won't win, like they won't see another championship.
Yeah, he won the championship before it was the Super Bowl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's like, this team will never, see a championship or whatever. So they did the commercial where Peyton Manning came to Ford Field.
Yeah.
They
with Jeff Daniels.
Yeah, and they
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, okay.
The other guy from Dumb and Dumber.
Gotcha.
They had a bathtub in one of the end zones, full of whiskey. I think Peyton had a Bible.
It was water and iodized salt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was like the hex reversal.
Yeah, and he had a Bible with him. And they just blessed the field. And lo and behold, we started winning. So something must have happened.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, there is also the fact that it could be like, just finally got our heads out of our asses.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of it is really good coincidence, or, Peyton's just that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole thing with the Lions is like, the city, like you said, it's like an embodiment of the city.
Yeah.
We're on the resurgence. The city's on the resurgence.
Just how
this draft.
Yeah, just the amount. Like, I've been downtown a lot, and just the way it feels down there, compared to what it was when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
Just how nice it's gotten. Mm-hmm. Like, we were talking about it like a while ago. We were like, there wasn't really much to do.
No, there wasn't much to do, and then it wasn't really like a great city overall.
Yeah,
too.
and like.
Yeah.
So
like we
just like go to games and stuff like that.
Yeah, like you would go to games, but there wasn't like much to do. Like go hang out.
Yeah.
We go down there a lot
now
just to hang out and actually do stuff. Now, granted, we're older now.
Yeah,
that's true.
And we're going to more places and stuff like that. But even when we were like 15, 16, 17, like, which wasn't that long ago.
No, we were going down like. Mitchell, like when Mitchell was on, we were talking about going to the Red Wing game.
Yeah.
That was in like junior, senior year of high school, or like I think it might have been senior year of high school.
Yeah.
Like now, parents are comfortable with letting their kids go down there.
Yeah, the amount of like.
Yeah.
This is going to sound really weird, so I'm going to try and word it correctly.
Uh-oh.
The amount of families with like little kids around has changed. Like, there's more.
Little kids?
Yeah. Like, my mom wouldn't feel comfortable with having us downtown when we were really young.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that way no more.
Yeah.
Hopefully I worded that correctly so it doesn't sound creepy.
No, you're right. Like I think Detroit has like noticed that. Like they've talked about that. It's like like going into our stadium was like they're more like family friendly, and the city has gotten like there's more things to do for like families and not just like shops and restaurants and stuff like that. There's like like Campus Martius. There
was lines out the door for Mom's Spaghetti.
Right. The Riverwalk like too. Which is also one of the best in the U.S.
It does. Now, granted, every city at some point is going to smell like shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
the factories,
exhaust and
whatever.
It smells cleaner.
It does, honestly, yeah. Like when you go downtown.
Yeah, it smells a lot better than what it used to.
You would just like, you know how like when you go into like a certain part of a building, you just like smell. It's just like.
It's just like dingy. You smell piss and everything.
It like there would be certain parts of Detroit that would like, you know, it'd be like buses and stuff like that would drive past all the time, and you get this like dingy smell, and then like you know like in parking lots and stuff like that, like by the highway, you would just it was like less clean too. Yeah. Like now that people have paid attention to how the city looks, and it's gotten a lot cleaner and stuff like that. So the city has looked, and it's just felt nicer to be in. It's just really gotten nicer.
Like this is how I felt. I guess when I was younger, I wouldn't want to walk there by myself.
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah, when I was younger, I was like scared to walk into the Red Wings games with my dad. I was like, nothing ever happened, but now like
now it's not even a second thought. We're just chilling.
Yeah.
And the thing was, the car culture has always been like good in Detroit. You always see the low riders and everything like that. But the amount of like supercars we're seeing now, we saw the Rolls Royce, the Bentley the other day.
There was a Ferrari down there.
Like I'm a car guy, so it's kind of cool. And we were talking about Rolls Royces, and then we just see one.
Yeah, we were downtown. We talked about Rolls Royce. Maybe a block later,
and we saw Phantom just roll out. He's like. The song was talking about Rolls Royce. The dude was blasting his song talking about Rolls Royce.
Oh yeah, like he was driving past us, and the lyric that it said was, "Flooring it in my rolls" or something like that. I can't remember what it was. Like, it was so funny. But it was like, we were just talking about Rolls Royces. This guy's driving one. Listen to a song about Rolls Royces. Like, what the hell is going on?
Like it was quite hilarious to see that. We were like, oh, the pigeons.
I was by the Hudson building. They're building that. I think that's what it's called. Hudson's a car company.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird.
Because we were. Sorry, go ahead. We were parked by the Huntington building, so we were walking back to the car after the game and everything like that. So. It was kind of cool being in that area and being able to grow up in a place like this and actually. Now, I was always happy to say, hey, we're from Detroit, but now it's even better. I get to brag about it more. People are like, oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
You're like,
do you see those cleats and the different boxes that are painted around Detroit?
Yeah, that's also really cool. You got to come down with us.
Yeah.
So like the.
I do. I need to come out.
Let's call off of work.
I can't call off work.
Yes, you can.
It's important.
And the draft is important. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah. It is one.
I can tell you, when they bring the NHL All-Star Game here, I will be there. I will be there.
How long do you think that's going to be?
Hopefully soon. I mean, for God's sake. Last time we had it, Gordie Howe was in it.
Dang.
Yes, dude. It's crazy. It's called Hockey Town.
Named after him now.
Yeah, we have the Gordie Howe Bridge. We just talked about the draft in the city. I feel like if the NFL draft goes as smoothly as we hope it's going to be, that's really going to open the eyes of the NHL.
They projected $36 million. I believe it's going to bring in a lot more.
Possibly Tigers too for All-Star.
It is. We just didn't have one in 2005 though.
Did we?
We did.
I feel like really that long ago. I feel like we're due for another one.
Yeah, there are newer stadiums though.
You know what? I think this all depends on Lions' success.
It could be. There could be a lot more riding on it.
Because I feel like since Lions are picking up steam, I feel like the three are going to follow suit pretty soon.
Well, the whole thing about I've been vying for the Red Wings to get the NHL All-Star Game for a while because A, it's Hockey Town. B, it's no misconception that a lot of people agree that Little Caesars Arena is the best building in the sport.
Really?
Oh yeah. People think that Little Caesars Arena is the best hockey building in North America.
Oh my god.
The only thing I don't like about Little Caesars Arena is
the top,
the top because it's so angled.
I've never sat up there, but I heard it hurts your neck.
I'm sure it does. I sat there for 2 minutes and I couldn't do it. I was like, no, absolutely not. I told my dad, I was like, I'd rather stand. I'd rather stand.
Oh, you hear this? He's only been in the first row.
No, not first row, but like first level.
Not the
first
I was like, Moneybags over here.
Yeah.
I've only been in a box seat.
I've gone for been up in the valet or the VIP.
The gondola?
Yeah, he goes seats.
Dude, the gondola is scary
Where's
too.
Where's my couch, please?
Yeah, my couch.
The gondola is scary too because I'm like, what if that thing falls?
It's not funny, but whenever we do the, you know how they have like the emergency, like escape route thing at the beginning of the thing. One time, Mitchell and I were at a Redmond game this season, and they were going through. It's like if you're in the suites, go down the escalators won't be working, so you have to use the stairs. You go down the stairs to the nearest, because in the concourse, and then walk away from the building. If you're in the gondolas, and Mitchell and I just go, you're fucked. You're fucked.
There's nothing to do. Like, you're chilling up there. Like, you're stuck. Like, when I was working for the Pistons that one day, he's like, the guy I was working for, he's like, yeah, just stay here. I'm going up in the gondola. He's like, do you want to come? I was like, no, I'm good. Chilling. Chilling right here. I was like, I could barely stay up on where it was so... If you slip and fall up on the uppers,
you slide down.
You're gone.
Yeah, dude. It's like and there's like glass that's like this.
It's like it's less than a millimeter thin. Like somebody like even a kid would just destroy it.
That was the thing at the second level. It's like if you're walking down those stairs, it's like
you gotta be careful.
Beer and all types of shit on the steps.
Oh, just because of the angle.
Yeah, so just in general, just because it's a stadium. But if you slip and fall, there's only that glass protecting you.
You're falling. What? You're falling.
Wait, how big is the glass?
Like it's like maybe
a millimeter.
So you could fall off the edge.
A millimeter.
Like someone could jump
off.
No,
I mean a millimeter. That shit is thin.
It's it's thin, but it's not a millimeter.
Is it tall?
No.
It's maybe like up to here.
No.
So you can fall.
The last time I was there, Adam, it was up to upper thigh.
Oh my god.
So.
That's scary. I wouldn't want. I've never lived.
That's your. I haven't been up in the upper deck. Like you said, this was recent.
Relatively.
Yeah, so it was like that when we had the Red Wings tickets up in the second bowl, but now we have them on the other side of the ice in the lower bowl.
I'm sorry, like at Little Caesars Arena, I'll pay the extra money to be either floor level or lower. I don't want to be up there. That's the only thing that I have to say bad about the place. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of heights.
I know you're not, man.
Shut up. I'm getting better, day by day. But that can go fuck it.
Castle Rock is true.
Yeah, Castle Rock is your kryptonite.
I heard
a lot of things are my kryptonite when it comes to heights, but Castle Rock, I'll do it this year if we go back up.
Yeah.
Sure you
will. We'll see.
Hey.
We'll see about
whipping
that.
Up there. All right. Even 40-mile-an-hour winds.
It's going to be like raining a little bit, but then no, we can't do it. We'll blow off the edge.
This is going to be kind of windy. You guys hear that? Yeah, you guys feel that wind? Yeah.
This is going to make me sound like a little baby, but can somebody hold my hand?
You're like holding onto the railing, just shaking the railing. Don't shake the railing.
Yeah.
Like, the thing was so stupid is that I got all the way up there. I did all the hard work, and I wouldn't go.
Yeah, he did the hardest part. He went all the way up them damn steps, and he was like, I'm good right here.
I saw it, and I saw the catwalk. I was like, yeah. And we were at Pictured Rocks, too. We were at Pictured Rocks, and then you guys went out there. I was like, nah, I can't do it. You guys left, I did it.
Oh my god, no.
I took pictures there too.
Oh yeah, that's right. We took.
You were like, where did you go? I was like, yeah, I decided to stop being a bitch and did it.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who gets freaked out whenever people like use their phones like over the edge of the
thing. Yeah, dude.
Maniacs.
You're gonna drop it. You're gonna drop it.
Also, at the same point, we were on the death drop at Cedar Point.
Fuck that.
I wouldn't go on Millennium Force. That death drop is taller.
That was scary. Millennium Force was scary, but...
What? I'll go on Millennium Force. Won't touch the death drop or the dragster.
The dragster?
Yeah.
I wanted to go on the dragster so bad. Not this last time.
Next time we go, you gotta take your medicine. For
my
shooting
you were out after 2 rides.
I was done in Cedar Point. For those who listen, we went to Cedar Point. What was for Halloween weekends? I rode maybe 5 rides and I was down for the count. Had motion sickness so bad. I ended up throwing up as soon as I smelled food. I was like, oh my god! I was like, I gotta go back to the car. Good. And then, but with my luck, as soon as I went back to the car, it started to rain.
Yeah.
So I was like,
no, that's the thing
that's
though.
Kind of okay.
My brother and I, we went back out when it was raining because no one was on the rides. And we rode the gate. Did you ride the gatekeeper?
I was with you.
I
was with you. Gatekeeper. So me and you and Josh were going on it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm kind of a bitch when it comes to heights.
Yeah. You're trying to find every excuse not to go on the ride.
Really isn't that tall though, is it? No?
Oh no, I was thinking Millennium Force, my bad.
Millennium Force.
Oh, okay.
But the problem with the Gatekeeper was it was raining.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
you don't think about this.
I'm trying to get hyped up for the ride, because I'm scared shitless. And I'm like, we get on it. I'm like getting down, so I'm like, oh, this isn't that fun.
Yeah, this doesn't feel too good.
And then we just explode out of the gate. I'm like, this is fun, but I can't see.
Yeah.
No, the rain hit you.
And Adam is just dying right next to me because
so
I'm in the inside. He's on the outside because I was like, I'm definitely taking the inside.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so much fun, but I can't see shit.
It was kind of painful too. The rain hitting your face.
Yeah, it was just hitting your eyes, and you're like, oh,
you couldn't open because it would just hit your eyeball. That would hurt too. It was bad.
I'm pretty sure,
but it was fun though.
I'm pretty sure the whole car heard me because I got a pretty loud voice as it is, and it projects. So you just hear this guy. It's like, this is fun, but I can't see shit.
Which one were we riding? I think was it the Raptor?
No, it was Rougarou.
Or the Rougarou.
Yeah, we spun and stuff like that.
Yeah, we spun and stuff. Yeah, I was like, we were in line and we were standing there and we saw it was like one loop-de-loop. It was like a somersault, like another couple things over here. I was like, all right, I got this. We turned the corner in line. There was like another 2 somersaults, 2 more loop-de-loops. You went fucking upside down here. And I was like, oh, no.
And the thing was, I didn't want to go on the ride either. But the problem was, I had to use the bathroom halfway through the line.
Oh, no.
I was like,
that sucks.
I didn't know if I was going to make it to the end based off of I was about to piss myself.
You just piss all over the ride.
Yeah, dude. The problem was, I was like getting hyped up for the ride, and then I realized I had to use the bathroom. I couldn't even enjoy the ride. I was just trying to hold it.
That's brutal. I remember I went to Chicago for a class trip, and we saw the Blue Man Group, and I had to hold it for like a good 45 minutes. I started to hold it like maybe halfway through the show, and I was like, I can make it to the end. And then it just kept on going. Yeah. And I was like, God, yeah. I was like, I don't know if I can.
It was like when we went to Canada for the first time, or it was me and you guys, and we were at the border.
Oh my God!
We forgot to use the bathroom before.
Yeah.
You're like, I gotta piss in a bottle or something.
I was like, I gotta go with the bottle. I can't hold it. You looked at my face.
I don't know what to do here.
And you saw the defeat. You saw
like, I'm gonna have to piss in this bottle.
Yeah. And the problem, you gotta do it right now before
and the problem was we got so close that the dude was just looking at me. Sometimes I'm a nervous peer, so I can't just go.
Not to mention all the other cars that are surrounded.
Yeah, it's not like you had blinds or anything, and this guy's just looking at me, and the border patrol, I'm like, if I whip it out right here, I'm going to jail.
You were like, should I get out and walk towards the thing, maybe ask to use the bathroom? I was like, you're going to get out of this car, and they're going to go, put your hands in the air!
Stay where you are! And then I'm just going to stay there, and I had blue jeans on. Yeah. They would have been black jeans at that point. Just dogs around me, just barking and snarling.
Right there.
Like, oh, God. So every time we go to Canada now, we always use the bathroom.
Always use the bathroom. Because from where we are, it takes maybe half an hour to get over the border. Then, with the right time of day and the right time of traffic.
Yeah.
But to get from one side of the river to the other side of the river is like an hour and a half.
Depending on, yeah. That's why I'm hoping the Gordie Howe Bridge really
speeds it up more.
Yeah, dude, that was. Now, obviously, everybody's pissed in their pants because pissing your pants is cool.
Shit happens.
So that was the closest in my adult life.
He goes, what? What?
That's the closest.
Did you go? Okay, go on. I don't know what. I'm just lost right now.
He goes, everyone pisses in their pants.
Not that. I was talking about Gordie Howe Bridge. Something about Gordie Howe Bridge, or
laying the load. So hopefully, just semis are going on the Gordie Howe while everybody uses the Ambassador.
Don't semis have their own like special lane?
That's what I thought. I thought the Gordie Howe Bridge was
Gordie Howe's would probably just be
divided
more,
in some way.
I know, but it would be helpful if all the semis just use the Gordie Howe while everybody else uses the Ambassador.
I think it'd be the other way. Like
it could be the other way around, but still.
But the Ambassador is going to be way bigger though than the Gordie Howe, isn't it?
No.
Same size.
I think the Gordie Howe's gonna be smaller.
Well, yeah, because the Ambassador is what? It's double lane or is it triple lane?
I don't know.
Well, like going into it.
All I know is I see the Gordie Howe from my house.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. As soon as I walk out the front door, I can see it.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet.
So, yeah. All right, we're going to end off with the Red Wings.
Yeah, I wanted to just say one more thing on the Red Wings before we left.
Gordie Howe, Red Wing player.
Yeah.
Nice segue.
Yeah. Great segue. But so this offseason is going to be detrimental for the Red Wings.
Is it?
We have Raymond, who's a RFA restricted free agent. Sider, who's a restricted free agent. David Perron, who's a UFA, but he has been quoted saying, "There's no point looking anywhere else." So he's up there in age. He's a veteran guy, and he apparently wants to be back here. And DeBrincat, Comfer, Larkin, Kopp, Rasmussen, Fabry, all those guys are locked down on contracts. We have Line and Husso coming back. But I would like to see us get maybe Simeon Varlamov from the New York Islanders. He's a great goalie. He's behind, oh boy. Oh, wow. I can't remember his name. There's another goaltender on the Islanders who's really, really good, and Varlamov plays behind him. Okay. And then another one is Brady Shea. He's played on the U.S. national team with guys like Dylan Larkin. He's played with DeBrincat, I'm pretty sure, on those teams. Mm-hmm. So he has, and he played for with, I'm pretty sure, David Perron. Don't quote me on that. Okay. And then Brendan Montour, another defenseman, really, really good. And Steven Stamkos, who is one of the better players in the NHL. I'm pretty sure he was not drafted by Steve Yzerman, but he was under Steve Yzerman as his GM for years in the Lightning. Mm-hmm. And he was given contracts there, and there was some contract discrepancy between him and the Lightning this year. He didn't have a contract, I'm pretty sure, for a little bit, so he was playing without a contract, and he had to renew it or make his contract.
Sign with someone.
Sign with the Lightning. And if they end up moving on from him, he could end up coming here because we know a veteran guy up front like that who can score.
Yeah.
That would be great for this team.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Well,
big off season.
That's some good news. We ended off with good news today.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't end off with good news.
No, yeah. Usually how we ended up is just and 2 out of the 4 teams suck.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it ends.
On the right side,
No,
yeah.
That's what,
glass half full, guys.
Yeah.
Glass half full.
We would usually say goodbye to Mike, but he is sadly gone. Yeah. So, you want to say anything to the camera?
Well, I had fun. Thank you guys for having me. It's great time.
No problem.
All right.
Yeah.
Just as a disclaimer for this video will be out not next week, but the week after, because
the week after the draft.
The week after the draft, and then the week after that, I know it's kind of confusing, will be the draft series that we do, because we're going to be at the draft and we'll be filming, and there's going to be a lot of content.
We're throwing a lot of stuff out.
Yep. All right. Anyways, have a good one.
All right. Thank you for watching.